Good afternoon, dear Dhamma friends. Today, we are going to study about the following lesson from chapter 6. Titles are Arising of Material Phenomena, Rupa Bodhikama, Material Phenomena at Death, Arising of Material Phenomena in Rupa's planes, and Summary of Material Phenomena, and then Practical Observation. From page 189, page 190, page 191, and page 192, and page 193. So before we study about Lord Buddha Abhidhammar, we shall pay homage Namo Tassa 3 times to Lord Buddha. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Arising of material phenomena, Rupa Bodhikama. All the 28 material qualities occur and diminish if circumstances permit. In an individual during a lifetime in the sense sphere, but at the moment of rebirth, Patisandikala in moisture-born persons and spontaneously born persons, at most 7 Kamaja Kalapas comprising eye decade, ear decade, nose decade, tongue decade, body decade, set decade, and head decade are manifested. However, ear, eye, nose, and set decades are sometimes not manifested. In Gabaseka person, born creatures, only 3 Kamaja Kalapas comprising body decade, set decades, and head decades are manifested at the moment of conception, Patisandikala. Here again, the set decade may not be manifested in some particular individuals. After conception, during the lifetime, Bodhikala, the eye decade, and the rest are manifested slowly in due aura. All the groups of material qualities which are produced in 4 ways. Kamaja Rupas start to form at the moment of conception and is go on forming incessantly at every moment. Chidija Rupa begins to form from the second moment of consciousness, i.e. from the arising moment of the first Bhavanga, which follows the rebirth consciousness. Chidija Rupa continues to be formed at every arising moment of the subsequent Chittas for the full lifetime. Uduja Rupa start to form from the existing moment of rebirth consciousness. The reason is that the Tejo Dhatu present in the first Kamaja Kalapas came to the steady state Thiti at that moment. From that time onwards, Tejo Dhatu then produce Uduja Rupa at every sub-moment. Since Tejo Dhatu is present in every Kalapas, every Kalapa from the time is reached the steady state, produce new Uduja Kalapa at every set moment, and the new Uduja Kalapas from the time they reach the steady state again produce new Uduja Kalapas at every set moment. So this process will go on forever. Every Kalapa also contains the nutritive essence Oja, but Araja Rupa start to form fine internal Oja means internal Ojas at the time of diffusion of nutritive essence, and the combination of internal Oja and external Oja come to the steady stage. From that instant, Araja Rupa also formed at every set moment. As new material groups are incessantly produced, all material growth, dissolve, and disappear when their lifespan or 17 consciousness moments is over. Thus, the material phenomena go on uninterruptedly in a sense sphere till the end of life, like the flame or a lamp or the stream or a river. Material phenomena at death. At the time of death, psychic life and material life must cease together. This means that all kamaja rupa which contains material life must cease at the time of death. So, at the arising moment of the 17 chitta reckoned backwards from that consciousness, chuti chitta, the last kamaja rupa is formed. This is the last kamaja rupa was ceased at the dissolving moment of that consciousness. Chitta rupa is formed till the arising moment of chuti chitta. This last chitta rupa will have lasted for a conscious moment at the dissolution of chuti chitta and thus will perish in another 16 conscious moments which happen almost instantly. Haraja rupa is formed till the dissolving instant of the chuti chitta because the support required for the formation of haraja rupa can be furnished by chitta up to that time. So at that last form haraja rupa has lasted for only one such moment. However, in another 15 such moments, rupa lifespan 51 sub moments or 17 consciousness moments, that haraja rupa also perish. Thus, at the time of death, kamaja rupa, chirija rupa, and haraja rupa perish almost instantly. But uduja rupa goes on forming and dissolving till the corpse is converted into dust. A corpse consists of only uduja rupa. So when a person dies and is reborn in another life, material phenomena similarly arise starting from the moment of conception and go on arising till the time of death. Arising of material phenomena in rupa planes. In the rupa plane, nose decade, tongue decade, body decade, set decade, and haraja kalapas do not arise. At the time of opapatika rebirth, they arise for kamaja kalapas, namely eye decade, ear decade, head decade, and vital nonate. During life, however, chittaja kalapas and uduja kalapas also arise. To the asanya sada brahmas, eye decades, head decades, and sound nonate, Sada Nawaka do not arise. Also, Chittaja Kalapas do not arise. Therefore, at the time of their Obapatik Ka rebirth, only the white and Nona Jivita Nawaka arise. During life, Uduja Kalapas, with the exception of the sound Nonat, arise in addition. Thus, in the sun sphere and the fine material sphere, the process of the arising of material phenomena should be understood in two ways. That is, number one, at rebirth, and number two, during life. Summary of material phenomena. In summary, it should be noted that number one, all the 28 rupas arise in the sun sphere. Number two, in the 15 rupa planes, with the exception of Asanya Sada, 23 rupas arise: Kana Pasada, Jingwa Pasada, Kaya Pasada, Ati Bhava, and Purista Bhava beings excluded. Number 3, only 70 rupas arise in the Asanya Sada plane. They are 8 Aviniboga, Jivita, Precheda, 3 Lahudadi, 4 Lakhana rupas. Number 4, no materiality arise in the arupa planes. Number 5, 8 rupas comprising sada, 5 vikara, rupas, jarada rupas, and anejada rupa do not rise at the moment of birth, Padisandi kala, whereas during lifetime there is no rupa which is not formed. Practical observation or the material phenomena described in this chapter can be observed and verified by an interested person who will undertake tranquility meditation and insight meditation strenuously. Although rupa kalabas are invisible under powerful microscope, they can be observed by samadhi eye, which is the mind eye accompanied by access concentration or pada by jhana concentration. One shall observe with samadhi eye that there are six types of kalabas in the eye, namely the eye decays, the body decays, the sat decays, and three pure outers produced by chitta, udu, and ahara, respectively. In the same way, one shall observe six types of kalabas, each in the ear, the nose, and the tongue. Just substitute the eye decade with the ear decade, the nose decade, the tongue decade, respectively, in enumerating these kalabas. Note that kaya pasada, bhava rupa, Chidija rupa, Uduja rupa, and Haraja rupa express all over the body, and so they will be present in the eyes, the ear, the nose, the tongue, and in every part of the body. Observing kalaba does not mean that one sees the ultimate rupa. If the rupas are observed in the form of particles, however small they may be, the rupas observed are not ultimate yet. The ultimate rupa is formless and massless, so one has to analyze each type of kalabas to observe its contents just as one does a qualitative analysis or a breast sample to know its contents. Lady Seattle, one of the most learned teachers, has written in Myanmar language in the book entitled Kamatan Janji on page 240, which says that when one looks through a microscope or a telescope, one sees easily without troubles the originally invisible, separate and far away objects. In the same way, if one develops jhanas, makes the jhana concentration the base and undertake insight meditation, one can easily see without troubles the sign of impermanent, suffering and non-self, which are very deep, subtle, very far, and very hard to see. Consequently, there arise magga jnana and phala jnana that can annihilate the four asava chankas completely, the four noble truths and nibbana, which are very deep, subtle, very far, and very hard to see, are also observed. Recently, have interviewed many meditation and international powerful Buddha Sasana Center in Myanmar, where Samatha Vipassana meditation is taught according to Visuddhimagga and Pitaka canons. I am certain that this yogi can observe the kalabas and analyze them to the ultimate level. Of course, one could see the ultimate realities if one is properly guided by an able teacher. That's all for this afternoon. Thank you for listening. May you be enjoying listening to my thoughts to gain merits.